about life in the seed. Guess what time it is? Join me at the table because we are going to talk about it's harvest time. We've put so much into talking about a seed and the life that's in that seed and the process that it takes from planting it to making sure the ground's good, to watching over it, to pulling the weeds out, to being thankful for the harvest before it ever comes. And guess what? It is harvest time. So as we've talked about this, it's done something for you. It has told you that you have life in you. What are you doing with it? When we look at Luke chapter 10, verse 2, it says, "The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few." What does that mean? If we're planting seed and we don't forget a seed that we've sown, and we're going and we're planting seed everywhere we go, the harvest is going to be plenty, but don't forget your harvest. Don't say, well, I forgot I sown that. Think about what you're doing. God never forgets a seed sown. We shouldn't either. Because what happens when we sow seed? If we make sure that we keep the roots out and we keep it nourished, it's going to produce. So there will be a harvest for us to go. Don't just say, yeah, I know there's a harvest, but I don't want to go get it. No, it's harvest time. We talked about the size a couple days ago. We talked about the size of the seed doesn't matter because a seed as small as a grain of mustard seed, so small, the smallest of all seeds, can still produce a great harvest. So your harvest is ready now. When you've looked at the process, when you've trusted God, when you've kept the faith when it was hard, it is now harvest time. Don't look back and say, oh man, if I just wouldn't have gave up. Don't do that. That's what's talking about. Laborers are few. Why? Because you forgot what you've done. You've given up on it. Don't give up on your seed because it is harvest time. You've been with me these last couple of months to learn and understand about life in the seed. Even in a grain of mustard seed, there is life in it. There is life in you if you've accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And not just life, but life more abundantly. So when you sow your seed and you're grateful before you ever put it in the soil that you will reap a harvest, if you keep the faith, you will have a harvest.